What's up? I'm Jose Lugo. Welcome to Jackass. Shit, what's the date?
13th.
Yeah. May 13th, and we're reviewing some very good comic books and some mediocre comic books. I guess I'm going to start with Convergence. I only read, this is 6.
Convergence 6.
I read like the first 3, and they were like so-and-so, they were okay. I got to say that because I don't want Tony to fight me.
You will. You have to add 2 points to whatever you swear.
Yeah, it's but no, like I like this issue mostly when like the old 52 show up, when Superman from the old 52 shows up and starts telling people what to do, and like he's like being the Superman that we all know, that he knows his shit. Wally West shows up, he does his thing, and those are the parts I liked. For that alone, like I'll give it like 8 out of 10 Lugos.
Just for old Superman and Wally.
Just for old Superman and Wally.
Get him while you can. Get him while they're hot.
Because I've been waiting.
I mean,
never gonna see him
I
again.
like the book a lot, honestly, and I haven't read anything since issue number 1 of Convergence. So I didn't really know what was going on leading up to the events inside of this book.
No, mostly like from the beginning, it's been like a, what is it, Earth 2 book?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
with
it's
those
just been like
characters.
Earth 2 characters, and like from the 3 issues I read, it was just them. And like here,
This appears to be the payoff issue.
yeah, it's like the new 52 is here, the old 52 is here, the other people from other Elseworlds are here, and it was pretty cool, like especially the ending.
Yeah, it's okay. Nothing is as bad as like the first issue was, because the first issue was really, really bad. I really didn't like that one. So compared to that, this is great.
No, yeah.
But it just still feels like it pales in comparison to other things.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
Secret
Wars.
Wars.
Secret Wars.
So we're going with 8 out of 10 Lugos for Convergence?
I'm good with that.
That's a strong grade.
That's a very strong.
I'm telling you,
That's a strong grade.
I've been talking about the old 52 for a long ass time. We made a whole episode about how we missed them and seeing
so
them all
it
here.
would be somewhat hypocritical if we
Yeah.
didn't, you know.
Seeing them all
finally gave it to
here
us.
doing their thing, and like they weren't written like they weren't the people that I missed. They, you could tell it was them. Not because Superman had his underwear.
Albeit with a little bit more Liddell in their voice.
Yeah, even Superboy with his cool little leather jacket. Like, oh, I'm Superman. Don't call me Superboy. It's like, yeah, well, shut up, kid. Come on, let's go.
I just like the fact that they kept Grayson as one of
The Earth 2 Grayson.
Yeah, Earth 2 Grayson.
Well, I think they're grooming him.
Grayson. Yeah.
They're grooming him to be like the Batman of Earth 2 when that book comes out.
Yeah,
Okay.
in the beginning he's just like a dad married a
reporter. He was a reporter, right?
yeah, he was like a wartime reporter or something, and now they're like just read it. It's pretty good.
He's
It's not
Grayson,
bad.
man. Dick Grayson's always going to be Dick.
Yeah.
So,
Dick's always gonna be Dick.
Yeah, Dick.
what we got up next?
Next book this is Thor number 8. This is the big reveal. We finally find out who Lady Thor is.
Called it.
You did.
Yeah.
And I liked it. I mean, I've never had a problem with Jason Aaron's Thor. I really like his run starting with the God Butcher arc. And this is no different. And Russell Dauterman's art is really beautiful.
It's fantastic.
Beautiful stuff.
Yeah. It's like surpassed Oliver Copiel in every comparison to me now. Because originally when he first came out, there was that comparison, like he was like a young Copiel.
Yeah, no,
but
he is.
His action scenes, just the way that he depicts the Thor and I guess the A-Force, because that's essentially our first
pretty
A-Force.
much.
Yeah, it was like all the femme fatales from Midgard were just like
Fighting
kicking ass.
against the Destroyer.
Destroyer, yeah.
This is great. And not only that, but we got a retitling for Gore. He becomes Gore the Destroyer now, so maybe like the armor is his avatar of some sort.
Cull, what's his name?
Cull the Conqueror.
Yeah, the Snake. And I really like that character. That was Matt Fraction's Fear itself villain. And it's nice to see him back and everything. And I enjoyed it. I'm not sure how I feel about Lady Thor in the end. But it makes sense. It's the only one who really does make sense.
I think she's the only one that's worthy of being Lady Thor.
Yeah.
All the rest of the characters, like everybody thought it could be Angela for one point, but I go, what's the point of getting the rights to this character and then just turning it into a different character? And then everybody thought it was going to be Ross Solomon.
Well, they were hinting heavily at Ross Solomon.
I never believed it for a second, just because it's too. Not only is it too obvious, but it's so unearned.
Yeah,
as cool as she was in the last Thor series, it's just she's a new character,
And this is a character with history with
exactly. So it's just.
Can you guess who the new Thor is yet?
I mean, honestly, if you couldn't, I guessed it literally by the way that the character went out in the last Thor series, and you just like gotta know. gotta know that they're bracing that for bigger things.
There's spoilers everywhere now.
Yeah.
So try to like stay away. If
You got one more day. You got a couple more hours.
They're gonna drop them tomorrow, but I like the person.
I think there's a little bit of beauty to it, the fact that it's that person and the reasoning for them becoming Thor, and then the cost of them being Thor. You know, it adds layers to the character instead of it just being the spoiled prince who just
it makes it more.
Like at the beginning, everybody was just like, oh, they're just making them a female character to sell books. But like the way this turned out is like,
no, this is legitimately earned.
Yeah.
Like this makes
it's part of the Thor story. It's part of the Thor like legacy.
The mythos. Yeah. So like when it eventually reverts back to it being Thor with the holy Mjolnir, it's gonna make sense.
Well, I don't think they ever actually. I mean, they had Beta Ray Bill and they have the Thor for coexisting for a long time. I don't think she ever has to necessarily stop being Thor.
Well, read the issue and you might think a little different.
Nah, she'll be fine.
How many Googles we have in Thor?
Well, I can't let Convergence be a higher number than Thor, so I'm gonna give Thor 9.
It's fair, honestly, for a reveal issue.
Marvel dick rider, son.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I got you.
All the time.
Next up, we have from Warren Ellis and Declan Shalvey, and also Jody Belair, who's just one of the best colorists in the game. Injection #1. Right off the bat, this is probably the thinnest Image #1 release that I've ever read.
Especially recently, because recently Marvel's, Image is doing like double size, almost triple size.
Yeah, giving basically selling their books hard with the first issue. This is a strong outing. I really, really am intrigued by this world. I like what they are trying to do. I'm a huge fan of Declan Shalvey, but it's still lacking in the fact that it's so small and the cliffhanger is just not there. You know, I don't know where it's going to go from here. Like what plot thread they're going to pick up immediately in the next issue. I have nothing to look forward to, really, except for the fact that I really just want to know more about this world. So on introduction standpoint, I think it succeeds. But as far as being just a solid comic book, I think it fails because it's like half a book.
Yeah, I think it's like it's a story like built for the trade.
Right. No, it looks like it's a comic book that they will sell like for a preview. Like
yes. Actually, that's exactly it. It feels that way too.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought when I was first handed that book. It felt like is this the full book? I thought it was like a freebie, preview.
I mean, just going out on the plot synopsis, just for the people at home. How would you sell Injection?
I'd say it's like it's similar to Planetary, a group of people who are investigating strange things,
supernatural things,
and it's similar to that in that vein.
But see, that's the thing. I don't know what what is the core of the supernatural.
I don't know.
Like supernatural science.
We don't really know what like the cause of this was or what they're investigating.
You know? There's this one panel where one of the lead characters, the English fellow, where like it looks like he spazzes out for a second. He looks like he could be super powered of some sort, but again, it's just hinted at, and then like no, it's not touched.
There's just enough room in this issue like to give each of the characters 2 or 3 pages, niche. And that's pretty much it.
I mean, again, I'm definitely gonna subscribe to this book, but I would give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I think it. As it goes forward, it'll probably get better. I think we just need more. But the creative team is a great.
Here's hoping that Ellis stays for more than 12 issues because this looks like it's going to need some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see the Moon Knight?
Yeah. When Khonshu next to the Panther God, I was like, oh my god.
This is all going to be in the video because we're rolling.
He looks sad though. He looks really sad.
Is he sad?
He looks sad because he's not running shit.
Yeah, he's like, I want to be doomed.
Okay. This is Secret Wars issue 2. The introduction of Battle World, and it's
beautiful.
It's amazing.
It's beautiful.
It's
the best world building.
It's a setup. Yeah, it's a setup for what Battle World is. Like they just really separate it into like
it's episode 1 of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Essentially,
they explain to you the kingdoms, who runs them.
It's the world building that Hickman does with East of West in the Marvel universe, featuring Marvel characters.
And like if you read Secret Wars 1, why haven't you read Secret Wars 1 at this point? It's continuing with the Reign of Doom and what he does in order to save all of creation. And
some of creation.
He pretty much saves all of it.
But he does it under his own terms.
Exactly, of course. He's still Doom. He's still
the world
the ruler. So it's just him taking on this role of like
of God.
Of God.
Yeah.
He's God Doom.
Yeah.
And
what do they call him? He has a name that is cool as fuck.
I think it was just God Doom.
Yeah, I think it was God Doom.
It's at the beginning. A couple of pages out. We got it.
Just
give us a minute. We got to find this.
Yeah.
No, keep
Our
on.
God is watching.
Here we go. We're almost there.
Doom Messiah.
Doom Messiah, and God Emperor Doom.
God Emperor Doom.
God Emperor Doom. Of course, because one title was not enough.
And just the work by Asad Ribic on this book.
Oh, yeah, it's gorgeous.
Look at that. Look at that. Everything.
Every
just
page
the designs
is
of all the
gorgeous.
different worlds and everything. It's an amazing book.
And there's people online that complain about Ribic and the duck face, and that he just draws the lips a little bit too strong. Shut up.
Guess.
Because every character's emotion comes across so clearly. We get Sinister in this book, and he just looks so snide and snarky the entire time. He looks so cool.
Look at my dick.
We get a little bit of the Captain Britain and Corps, and they're standing in High Avalon, and they're smug and they're pompous, and they feel like the arrogant lords. Doctor Strange is a badass. He kind of plays kind of like
Sheriff. He's the
He's
Sheriff of
yeah.
Agamotto.
Man, it's
The Galactus is like a guardian outside of
the Marvel Universe has been dead for a week, and for one book, we already have a new universe that I want to just be in for the next 20 years.
Yeah, no.
Straight up.
It is really cool. And, there's still so many questions about that this leads. Like, what did Doom do? What has he done to the people? Does anyone remember the previous
Well, see, they
world?
kind of play with that a little bit, where now we see that there's some dissent on Doom World, on Battle World.
Well, they're different factions.
Different
and everything.
factions.
No, apparently, like, this is like the 616 and all that stuff happened, and this is like way into the future when like Doom was
Well, see,
been
no,
running
I
shit
wouldn't
for a
even say
while.
that 616 and all that stuff happened because nobody knows.
No, they know that there was
it happened.
creation. There was a light,
Well,
and
no,
they
I
know
mean-
that Doom was there at the beginning.
In their mind, Doom is the only.
Yeah,
the
he
world.
is God. He is the first.
He was
started the
there.
world.
And he was there at the beginning, which
So anything
was, to
that
my
happened-
knowledge, what
What
happened
happened before
before.
it, they have no knowledge of the
Yeah.
616 or the Ultimate Universe. Or
And
the
he's
universe
trying.
that it comes
He's trying
from.
to erase any knowledge
Exactly.
of anything that came before.
Because anybody that asks any type of question automatically is blacklisted.
Yeah.
And then, but I really what it likes is that, Battle World was coming out, and we all had these ideas where we thought we knew what Battle World was going to be, but here we get the explanation of basically the rules of Battle World. So before Secret War starts in full, we're getting, the rules before you open the box and you play the game.
Yeah.
Them introducing the Shield and the role that they play in the Battle World, the Deadlands and the type of fear and evil that lies there. I can't spoil it for you because each reveal, each page, where every character lies is breathtaking to me.
I mean, it's so exciting that this is a whole crossover because each page you could see. Okay, I would buy a miniseries with this story. I would buy
Everything.
a miniseries with this story, and there are so many possible stories set on this world. It's
And
just
then,
amazing.
like, they're explaining to you about the new world. They're explaining to you about the laws and like and all that stuff we spoke about Game of Thrones. And then you're like, man, this world is crazy. And then they remind you that there was a world before this. And
Yes.
yeah,
The reminder of what happened before.
Yeah.
Like, just in case you hadn't been
it's like,
following
and remember these guys and
So 20 out of 20 Lugos.
Oh no, we can't give that a number. There's no number that we can assign.
It's
to
an
Lugos.
infinity.
We
number.
can give it an omega. We'll give it an omega symbol. Omega Lugos.
Just go out and buy Secret Wars number 2.
I mean,
I don't think you'll be disappointed. I don't see how you could be disappointed.
it's everything.
Yeah.
so far 1 was excellent, 2 has been incredible. No, 2 was incredible, and like so far this event might be like the biggest thing Marvel's ever done.
I just hope Hickman. I just hope Hickman keeps it going.
He's got to nail.
He's got to
stick the landing.
The middle and the landing. Just let it be the perfect event.
We see what I love about the book so much is that we still don't have a POV character per se. Like we don't have a faction that we're rooting for.
Yeah, no.
Right off the bat.
Well, that's
So-
going to be the thing Doom is looking for.
Possibly.
The secret, because that's
the silent room. Or the,
the
that's
silent
what he's
room.
looking for.
That's these characters.
That's what I would assume
Yeah.
because they remember. It's the characters that remember
Yeah,
how it was
almost
beforehand. Oh man, Secret Wars number 2, y'all.
It'll ruin you for any other comic.
Straight up.
All right, we'll be back next week with more comic reviews. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.
Bye guys.